how can you find products that do very well on Google Ads, because it's obviously a different structure and a different framework than doing it on Facebook ads. On Facebook ads, researching products and finding winners is entirely different. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to go from product research over validating whether a product will be good, ultimately also learning and researching more about this particular product so that you can find those that will sell very, very well in your store. So I hope that you will enjoy this video. If you do, please leave a like and please subscribe, and let's get started right away. Alright guys, so let's get started, and the three tools, by the way, the sun is going crazy here, but I think it's more important that you see the screen than my face anyway, right? So the three tools, or the three things that you need here is, first of all, your supplier. So whether you use AliExpress, Bucket, Alibaba, whatever, obviously you need some place where you can source your products. Then you need Google Trends, and you need Google Ads or Google AdWords and the keyword planner. And I start this journey now by going to, let's say, AliExpress, and I'm looking for a product that I think is worthy. Now you can scan through it, and there are a lot of products that I think can be tested on Google Ads very, very well. Others that are probably not so well. Like I always give this as example, phone chargers are too basic and things like that. And I remember a product that I've seen lately that I actually wanted to test, and it's this, what was the name again? It was this fingerprint door. There it is already. This fingerprint door lock. So I don't know anything about this product. I had a look at this once, but I wanted to check it out now and see what it exactly. No, it looked a little bit different. The one that I have in mind was fingerprint, maybe smart lock or something like that. It was this one here. So the fingerprint smart keyless waterproof thing, whatever, right? So this looked like a product where I thought this might be interesting. It's relatively expensive, so I'm not entirely sure about the potential sales price. Probably you can sell it for like $67, probably somewhere in the $100 range. I didn't do any research on this product yet, so this is why I'm showing it to you now. The exact process and of course pricing and everything won't be part of this video. You go through AliExpress, and once you find something interesting like this particular product here, but there are also many others on the index page that are pretty cool. And once you find something like this, the first stop is to go to Google Trends. And this is not mandatory, like I'm not always using Google Trends, but it can be helpful sometimes. And by the way, guys, when you think now, well, this guy just came up with a random product that might be doing well, this is exactly how I got to this product. Like I didn't check, did one very specific thing. I literally just scanned through it. I'm subscribed to all kind of different newsletters from all kind of different wholesalers and manufacturers and stuff. And whenever I see something that's interesting, I check it out and see what the data says. But I'm not going there and having some super secret underground research technique that gives me great products all the time. So just go through, and once in a while you find some interesting stuff, and then you continue the process. So we go to Google Trends and we enter basically this fingerprint smart door lock. Fingerprint smart door lock. And as I said, it's not something that I do every single time, because Google Trends, for me, it's very powerful on like the macro level to find like larger trends and to understand what's going on. But if you look for specific individual products, like very specific niches, very specific products, I find that, I think that Google Trends is not super helpful, because it's kind of vague, and it shows you, obviously, as the name says, some broader trends in specific categories. But when it comes to smaller, not so popular products, it's, in my opinion, not super helpful. But the one thing that I want to understand is whether there is a clear upwards trend or a downwards trend or nothing at all. And I will now I will now mute my phone as well. So yeah, like that. And the thing that I want to, like I said, the thing that I want to know is whether there's upwards trend, downward trend, or nothing. And in this case here, we have a clear like sidewards trend, like nothing is really happening. Here was a break, I don't know why, but this looks pretty fine. So the one reason why I won't go further with this particular product is if there is a clear downwards trend, then I would say, well, probably it's not the best timing. There are some established competitors already, but something like here looks totally fine. So I now know that this is a product that is okay on Google Trends. If the product would be rising, I would do it as well. If it's like this, I would do this as well. But if it's declining, then I will probably not give it a try. There is not enough data to show any interest by sub-region. And here we have related topics like smart lock, biometrics, electronic lock, all kind of different things. They're all breakouts, which means they have seen a lot of a very high increase in search volume, but they all don't seem really related. Like smart lock, sure, it's related, but they all don't make a huge difference. So now that we know this, let's move to the final part, which is actually probably the most important part, and this is checking the product out in Google Ads or the Keyword Planner actually. Alright, so now we are here in the Google Keyword Planner, and if you're wondering why I'm suddenly using Edge instead of Chrome, it's because for some reason, for like 2 weeks or so, the Keyword Planner is super slow in Google Chrome for me, so I can barely check any keywords. It's super annoying, but I somehow got used to using Microsoft Edge whenever I'm in the Keyword Planner. So just in case you're wondering, and now what we simply do is enter the word that we had here. So fingerprint, smart door lock here, and then we hit get started. And I will probably move myself up a little bit because it's more important that you see the bottom right than the top right. So you see here that the first keyword that appears is always the one that we entered here on top, and it has only 10 searches. It's not super relevant for us, but you see there are 1,275 keyword ideas. So there's plenty of stuff that that we can use. There's plenty of stuff that we can go with in order to find relevant products or relevant keywords. And now we want to determine whether the product that we found previously is actually promising. We can never know 100% upfront, but we can use the Keyword Planner to make some more informed decisions. So the first thing I want to do here is, there are so many different keywords and definitely not all of them are relevant. I want to look for keywords that have the word smart in them, because there will be all kind of different locks, right? There will be so many different locks that, and unless they have the word smart in it, they cannot really be relevant, right? So there can be so many different locks, so many different types of locks, bike locks, door locks, without anything related to smart. And if we don't enter smart, then we won't get the results that we're looking for. And why the hell is this going crazy whenever I use it? Like, it's so annoying. The Google Keyword Planner, for me, it's literally become a pain. Now it's finally good again. All right, so 42 different keywords. Fingerprint, smart door lock, and the next one is smart lock. Now smart lock sounds pretty broad, right? It's a pretty general keyword, but it's something that goes pretty well with our product. So if you remember, there was a phone on it, so you can use it with your phone. It's a smart lock with a fingerprint and stuff like this. So probably this is something worth testing. Also, smart door lock is definitely something that we should try out. And also you can see here that the smart lock actually increased in popularity recently. So this might be another indicator for us that we should actually test that product now. Best smart lock, well, this is not really something that defines a different product. What we are looking here is really keywords that define different types of products. And best smart lock is obviously just a variation of smart lock. So this is not really what we should include here, even though it is a keyword that we can definitely try in our ad group later on. Now smart key lock is a different variation now again, so this is something that I want to include. Smartphone door lock is also something else. Smart home locks. So you get the idea. I want to include keywords where people could, imagine different products coming up, and I want to know and I want to understand which of those keywords, of those search queries best resemble our product, right? So the goal here is to connect the right type of the right people through the right keywords with our product, and we do that by using different variations of those products, basically, without just going with different variation of one and the same keyword, like smart lock, best smart lock, where to buy smart lock, and things like that. Once we have some of those, and you can go through the whole list, of course, If you are about to launch a whole new product here, of course, this is something you might even consider doing, like going through everything. But in our case here, let's look at the metrics. And you see here that we have a top of page bid in the low range and a top of page bid in the high range. And what I like to look at is the low range, because if that number is super high already, then I know it will be difficult to get some sort of traction. Now the keyword smart lock, it's very broad, like I said, it's not a long tail keyword. It can be applied to many different things, and the bid here is not super high. So at least the low range bid, 36 cents, it means that if we have a super high quality ad, if we come up with, if we test 2 or 3 different ads, and if we use ad extensions and everything, we might actually get some profitable sales in here. I mean, we don't have to show up at position 1 all the time, right? It can also be sufficient if we show up somewhere between 3 and 4 and get some of those sales. And when we see that the product works, we can actually increase our bid and try to show up more often so that we can scale. But also one of the reasons why some of those bids can be super high is, well, first of all, because there are so many competitors, but also because some of those products are actually not the one that we are targeting. So if you can probably imagine that some of those wireless door locks are whole kind of machines that you attach to your door that probably cost hundreds or sometimes even thousands of dollars. So in this case, it's no problem for those guys to spend probably even $10 or more on a click. Now, like I said in the beginning, our goal here, our challenge is to find multiple angles to sell this product and then go with the best one. So as you can see here, there are some promising ones, 36 in the top of page bid in the low range. Here, 58 is also somewhat okay. They don't get much more expensive than that, but to me, the fact that they are not, starting at $2 or $3 is already a good sign. And of course, at the same time, we have to look at the price of our product. It was around $40 to buy, so we can probably sell it for around 80, 90, 100 or something with proper marketing, building a cool store, probably landing page with upsells or something. And this is basically how I go about finding products with Google Ads and Google Trends. So again, as a little recap, have a look at those both numbers here. Have a look at the search volume and whether it's trending or whether it's rising or declining, and then go for multiple variations of the product. And when you find those keywords that are worth testing for you, then you can start building your first campaign for this particular product. And what you can do then is come up with multiple ad groups for these different variations. So you can create one ad group for smart door lock, you can create one for smart lock only, even though probably it makes sense to put them both in one. And then whenever there is a huge variation within them, so smart key lock, probably you want to create its own ad for this again, or use dynamic search ads to make use of all those different variations and save a lot of time. But in my opinion, you shouldn't really look for the least amount of work in the beginning. Rather test as many things as you can, see what's the right angle, and then sell the products correctly. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please leave a like and please subscribe for more stuff like this: product testing, Google Ads, e-commerce in general, marketing. Also, if you want to learn this and much more about Google Ads, how you can sell successfully, how you can test, sell, and scale in over 40 video lessons, make sure that you check out the eCom PPC Academy. It's in the description. And yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was helpful, and please adapt this and try it in your own business. So thanks for watching again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.